Miss Himiko, we're here.
Slower than expected, huh? Looks like you had quite a harvest.
That's, difficult to say.
Miss Himiko. And Benefactor is here too. It's been a while. I've missed you all dearly.
Miss Tingyun, are you representing the Xianzhou on this diplomatic mission to Plain Arcadia?
This is a matter of great importance. A humble girl like me doesn't have that kind of standing. I'm just tagging along with General Yao Guang of the Yuchui to help out with odd jobs. I happened to run into these two on the way.
The seer strategist. What happened on this journey?
Sorry, there was a bit of a hiccup. I accidentally put on a mask of elation. Now I'm a supplicant in the Phantom Moon Games.
Well, that's quite unexpected.
I know the Express has been seeking to join the Phantom Moon Games, and I've been quite curious about that. Sorry. Did I make things more complicated than they needed to be?
No need to apologize, Sunday. You are a companion of the Trailblaze. No nameless would ever stop a companion from finding their own path.
Many thanks.
But wait, did you just say accidentally?
It's a long story. I'm afraid we'll have to wait for General Yao Guang to explain it herself.
She was with us just now, but somehow disappeared without a trace.
Madame Yao is always like this. She probably disappeared suddenly to deal with something urgent.
This seer strategist is just as elusive as the rumors say. Should we wait for her?
No need. I wouldn't dare impose. The tides of fate shifted. I had to delay my steps to arrive at the proper time. I asked for your understanding. Oh my. Counting me, we make exactly 6. Let me do some calculations. Your fortune in the coming days looks grim. You'd better watch out. Wheel. Makes sense. You got what you wanted today. The fates spell danger. This matter is most likely connected to that blade. The little fox's misfortune has overflowed into good luck. She's blessed with constant good fortune, a true harbinger of prosperity. That's weird. I can't see yours. So, you're that trailblazer Fushuan mentioned.
Your reputation precedes you, seer strategist. I'm Himiko, navigator of the Astral Express. Whatever's on your mind, you can discuss it with me.
My sincerest apologies. When a diviner encounters someone whose fate is unfathomable, we can't help but feel 3 parts excited, 3 parts flustered, 3 parts curious, and 1 part awestruck.
What do you mean by unfathomable?
My eye of Ishvara can scan the aura of fortune surrounding each of you, manifesting as weal or woe signs above your foreheads. I'd like to divine your fortunes as a welcome gift. However, this person really surprised me. I can't see anything from him at all. Are you really free to try any choice? To do anything you want? Does an Ishvara like you actually exist in this world? Everyone has options in life. But some options, they can't help you escape your fate.
What do you think this means, General?
As an Ishvara, their mere presence in the playfield creates a variable in the game. It's both a blessing and a curse. As I said before, the wheel and woe of us six align with the 6 lines of divination. If he represents woe, then the hexagram falls to water, where dangers lurk above and below, spelling doom. If he brings wheel, then the hexagram shifts between wind and water, presenting a great opportunity to strike. Auspicious.
So, the fate of our journey in plain Arcadia rests on his decision.
It's not as mystical as it sounds. While an Ishvara has far greater freedom of choice than ordinary people, they're still caught in the currents of fate. I just want to remind you to choose wisely.
Back to business. I take it you're not just here to read our fortunes?
I am here to greet everyone, to apologize to the Express Navigator for my previous indiscretions, and to borrow someone from you.
Miss Himeko, now you understand how I ended up wearing this mask.
I get it. She says she wants to borrow you for an operation. I want to hear your thoughts. If you're not comfortable refusing, I can speak up for you.
Oh, you two. No need for whispers. I can hear you loud and clear.
How did you... Well, since the General heard us, would you mind telling us your reasons for doing this?
I'm collecting variables. During this journey, I'll be acting as unpredictably and irrationally as possible. Don't be surprised. Some Arbiter generals excel in battle with their wit and valor. Others master the art of forging weapons, and some guard the netherworld with their lives. I, however, fight for the Alliance by calculating and manipulating fate itself, peeking into the future. I'm here to discuss matters regarding the Anti-Destruction Alliance, and then I'll head to Astropolis for the vote. That's the real business. But according to the divination, this Arcadian world faces an extraordinary danger. When a bird's nest falls, no egg will remain unbroken.
Are you saying we'll all perish along with plain Arcadia? What's going on here?
Intel indicates that a serious Xianzhou criminal is attempting to join the Phantom Moon Games. This individual has been infected by the flesh of Shuhu, the emanator of the abundance, and is extremely dangerous. According to my interpretation, his long-suppressed violent nature will eventually become uncontrollable, bringing catastrophic disaster to everyone.
There's no way he could do that.
That's the divination's answer. Rather than asking whether he could, we should ask, how would he do it? My divination shows dragons clash in the wilderness, their ichor dark and yellow. While the term dragon clash could simply mean fierce battle, could it be foreshadowing a great calamity from your conflict with Blade? Perhaps this prophecy has other interpretations, but with my limited intel right now, I have to prioritize Blade, this most volatile and dangerous factor.
I've heard that different interpretations of prophecies can lead to completely opposite outcomes. Until things become clearer, it's better to reserve judgment.
Let's put that aside for now. In any case, I've brought along a creation forged by Blade himself. If things get out of hand, it might temporarily restore his sanity, giving us a brief chance at victory.
What is it?
I'm sorry, but fate has shifted once again. I must take my leave. To put everyone on the Express at ease, I solemnly swear that Mr. Sunday won't be obligated to do anything for the Xianzhou. On the contrary, Our delegation will give him every ounce of aid within our power.
What did you say, General?
Aid within our power? She's gone.
Whoa, that was quick. Madame Yao must be really busy.
Has she vanished into thin air like this before?
Yes. I don't know the details myself. With Madame Yao, it often happens and no one knows when she'll return. She doesn't do it on purpose. Allow me to apologize on her behalf.
No worries. At least we know what the Xianzhou is up to. Right now, 2 companions from the Express are still trapped somewhere. He and I must head to the tavern to uncover some clues.
If Miss Himeko needs my help, please don't hesitate to ask.
Are March and Mr. Yang in trouble? I'll go with you.
No, you and Sunday will act together with the seer strategist. We're not at the point where we need to call in reinforcements yet. The situation with Blade is unusual. That seer strategist's concerns aren't just baseless worries. I don't want to see the Phantasmoon games bring catastrophe to my homeland. So this is also my request. To put it in the General's words, please do your best to introduce new variables.
I understand Miss Himeko's intentions. I'll leave March and Mr. Yang in your care. Blade's appearance means the Stellaron hunters are also on the move in this world. From everything we've seen, this mission to play in Arcadia is of the utmost importance. I will accompany General Yao Guang to uncover the Stellaron hunters' schemes. Whatever happens this time, I hope it won't put any of you in danger. I'll do my best to make sure of that. What? Those 2 are trapped in the school, forced to become a student and teacher? And the security officers are turning a blind eye to all this? Though March and Mr. Yang don't seem in mortal danger for now, who knows what Sparksea is plotting. The longer we delay, the worse it could get. Better to rescue them as soon as possible. The Phantasmoon Games. What a bizarre ceremony. What does this type of elation really mean for the people of this place? Why would AHA promote such a game? Whatever happens, keep me posted on how things go.
Mask of elation can reflect the shape of one's soul. Sure. In Penacony's decorative arts, ravens often symbolize the hidden desires and whispers of humans' dreamscapes. Don't worry, I once tried to ascend to godhood myself. I won't be dazzled by the honor of an audience with a deity. Taking part in this grand event is also about gaining a deeper understanding of this Arcadia. Just as one cannot miss the Charmony Festival when visiting Penacony. There's no rule saying that supplicants of the Phantasmoon Games have to fight each other, right? On the contrary, for the elation, shouldn't laughter be a resonance that comes from within each other's hearts? After putting it on, I seem to hear curious voices. The mask whispers to me, urging me to show my elation to the god, to create miracles that will make the people of the Arcadia laugh with joy. That's a good one. When that general, Yao Guang, shows up again, I should discuss our collaboration plans with her. Good luck.
The IPC, Masked Fools, a Cienjo General, the Stellaron Hunters, and the Nameless. Some came for the Alliance. Some for the Eon's game. Whatever their reasons, a storm is brewing in the skies over this world. But at least we got some good news. Sunday has joined the Phantom Moon Games. He can help us in our showdown against Sparksy. Let's rendezvous with Sparkle at the tavern. We must uncover why Sparksy entered the Phantom Moon Games, and what sort of Sparksicon she's got planned for Graphia Academy. When I was little, I heard a few urban legends. They say the entrance to the tavern exists behind every single door in this land. But those who aren't invited, or haven't found their destined path, can never step inside. This time, we already have the Fool's invitation in hand. As for the key to open the door, there's a silly rhyme on the back of the business card. For revelry and drinks galore, no need to search from door to door. Heed the Fool's riddle with care to find the key that leads you there. So, about the Fool's riddle, got any leads?
Whether they look up or down, the moon that humanity gazes upon in the sky is always the same Phantom Moon.
Looking up makes sense, but looking down? How exactly do you gaze at the sky? Oh, it seems fate ties you to the tavern. I get it now. The answer is Dovebrook. Many generations ago, the Dovebrook was already a river flowing with countless legends. It's no surprise the door to the tavern lies hidden among them. Legend has it that the master painter Graphia once drew water from the Dovebrook to wash her paintbrushes. Many later artists followed suit, hence its other name, the Painter's Stream. Looking at Dovebrook's scenery, memories from my student days just come flooding back. They're not exactly interesting memories. Back then, Dovebrook District was teeming with gangs. There were hooligans running around everywhere, and some really loved messing with the students. I was taller than my peers, and happened to be training in martial arts. To stand up for my juniors, I would occasionally get into scraps with the thugs on the streets. The people who fell into the Dovebrook River would cover the surface like bean sprouts in noodle soup. It all feels like it was just yesterday. Sometimes the thugs fell in. Other times, I took the plunge myself. Back then, I was a bundle of restless energy. The teachers always said I was like a wind-up toy that never stopped banging its drums and cymbals, stirring up a commotion wherever I went. In the blink of an eye, 15 years have passed. Hard to believe someone as reckless and willful as me became the navigator of the Astral Express. Now's not the time to wax sentimental. We've reached the banks of the Dovebrook. So, where's the tavern entrance hidden? According to the business card, the tavern is near the Sinwish Syndicate headquarters. Let's check the other side of the river.
Hey folks, have y'all heard the joke about the Dove Brook? One day, a criminal escaped from prison. He ran for his life, but just when freedom seemed within reach, the Dove Brook blocked his path. With his pursuers closing in, the man prayed to the river. I am hammered by the law, stained with filth. Oh, pure flowing waters, please do not swallow me. A voice from the Dove Brook replied, there's a pedestal of light upon the water. Step on it and you can cross. The criminal wept. What pedestal of light? It's only the moon mirrored on the water, an image that shatters at a touch. If I step on it, I'll fall in and drown. You can guess how the Dove Brook answered him. The Dove Brook said, you're not hammered at all. Otherwise, how could you still tell the moon from a pedestal? It's fine. You don't have to buy me a drink as long as I can make you laugh.
That joke sounds like a hint. Could he be a fool from the tavern? Maybe if we find the fragile moon he mentioned, we'll find the way into the tavern.
Reflection. So fragile it shall talk about.
Sparkle's riddle says this. Whether looking up or down, they all see the same phantom moon when gazing at the sky. We've gazed at the sky already, so next... From this angle, the moon's reflection is right here. It does look strange in the water. If what the card says is true, and the fool's riddle is the key to entering the tavern, then this moon must be the door lock. Come on, let's take a closer look at this strange moon. Keep going. Chase that moon's reflection. Looks like the fools are guarding the moon's shadow tight. Find the switch and blast through the obstruction. Shatter the moon lock, and we're one step closer to the tavern. Let's try again. Something's back there. Is that a key? The moon is about to break. Let's try again. The key has dissolved into the water. The water's surface is about to change. Look, the tavern's shadow has appeared.
Supplies on the streets.
If we follow this path ahead, we should reach the tavern.
Watch out! I almost forgot. You're a full-fledged trailblazer now. So this is the World's End Tavern.
No. Allow me to correct you. If you think this is all there is to the tavern, you're sorely mistaken. Like a single grape on a great bunch, this is just the part where the tavern connects to this world.
Sorry, but this looks like a regular lounge.
The so-called plain Arcadia isn't really an Arcadia either, but who's complaining? Life goes on, doesn't it? If you're looking for something that's true to its name, take a ride on the Astral Express. Funny thing is, it's literally a train. You know, can't find a single trace of astronautical engineering on it. Wait, you two are navigator of the Astral Express and the raccoon on board, right? I've seen you in the news. Friends, a big shot is here. A real knee slapper incoming.
Really? From the Express?
You're not so freaking way enthusiast, are you?
Express folks come to the tavern too?
Do they even have a sense of humor? Can I get your autograph?
Sorry, song with my foot. I'll never wash it again.
Everyone, curb your curiosity. These two are my guests. Even the most mischievous among you should know when to stop and mind your manners.
Oh, well, if it isn't Little Sparkle. We've all heard your joke. Take the mask from a masked fool, and what's left but a fool?
Oh my! Wouldn't a masked fool be better off without the fool? An empty mask sounds even better, no? Put him on mute for 2 hours. If no one flushes him down the golden confessional, he'll be back to hassle me again in 2 hours. All right. Now I can finally entertain my guests without interruptions. You two, this way. Let's talk about the imposter.